this is Lori from Siegel Solutions, and I'd like to show you how to prepare 1099s in QuickBooks. You don't necessarily have to send them from QuickBooks, but we want to get it to that point of being able to at least get all the information that if you go either doing from QuickBooks or going to a third-party software to prepare your 1099s, you have all the information you need. So to get to the 1099 Center, we are going to go to All Apps, up to Expenses and Bills, and down to 1099s. In the previous video, I did talk about the gathering recipient tax information and getting the file ready. Now we're going to go to the Prepare for 1099s. So when this comes up, we can say we want to prep them directly from QuickBooks. You can come back to that later. I always say, no thanks, prepare my own via QuickBooks. And it'll at least get me to the point that I can then put it into a third-party software. The next screen will ask you to verify the address. So this is a sample file. I'm just going to get rid of this on the address. I'm going to save that. It will ask for an EIN number. Sometimes it will verify and you can't put in a true one. For security, it is going to ask you for a code. This does come to my cell phone. And that one didn't work. Looks like I'm going to just try before. Let me just put in. And I'm going to confirm the info and start the filing. And it is coming up with nothing because we need to make sure that we select all the accounts we want to use. So we always want to hit Select Accounts. And this is where we choose which accounts we're going to use. It won't necessarily create it for all the expenses, but if you have marked a vendor to receive a 1099 and the expense for the vendor is in one of these accounts, it will then bring it in for the 1099s. So I'm going to put in computer repairs and accounting, building repairs, it should be job materials, but I'm going to put in job expenses just to see. We can always exclude them. Rent, and always subcontractors. That's the key. These are the two keys that you want to do, because even if your landlord is a corporation, you need to prepare it. And just as a reminder, 1099s need to be sent to anyone that is paid via check or wire. That is a sole proprietor or a LLC. If they are a corporation, you do not need to send them, but you always want to get a W-9 from them to verify their information. And I'm going to add that. And this is where we then map it. What kind of 1099 do we want to do? So most of them will just be on the 1099 NEC, and there's only one box on them. So I'm just going to map those in. This will go on the regular 1099 miscellaneous in box 1 for rent. Our subcontractors goes back to NEC. So we're assuming, or we're saying that any of those other boxes are for a non-employee compensation, so a service that you are receiving. This is where we would then see that list and know who we need to. So for Carl, we need to get the missing tax ID, so send them W-9. And the same thing for patio desk and design, we need to get their vendor information. So the vendor name is missing. If I go to the pencil, we want to make sure that the business name, and what I would do is actually copy this and paste it up top under business name. We have all the other information, and that then fixed it. We can then fix Carl, and let me fix Carl quickly. I'm going to say he's an individual, and I'll just put in a should have fixed that. I'm not sure why I did it. Let me just go back to that. I'm going to hit next. This is where you can then see your forms. It only did it for the two because the third one I didn't have all the information in yet. And I can preview just to see what the form is going to look like. If I go to next, this is where I could create it right out of QuickBooks if I go to File, or I can hit Next. It's not ready yet, but when you hit Next again, I can go to Print and Mail to IRS instead. So I can just print them and go into another third-party software to do them, or you can do them right through QuickBooks, whichever you'd like. If you don't have a third party to do it, it is great just to do it right through QuickBooks, and it's a great service that they offer. So I hope that helps understanding how to do 1099s within QuickBooks. Please look for my other video on how to prepare your file for the 1099, so how to put in all the information for the vendors and how to find which ones are missing. Once again, this is Lori Swartz from Siegel Solutions.
As a QuickBooks Solutions provider, Siegel Solutions can offer you QuickBooks Online for 30% discount for the first 12 months. To receive this great offer, just scan the QR code on screen or visit the website below the QR code. Once again, it's an exclusive offer from Siegel Solutions for 30% off of your new subscription of QuickBooks Online for the first 12 months. To learn more about Siegel Solutions and our QuickBooks consulting services, which include cleanups, new file setups, third-party integrations, and we also offer ongoing bookkeeping services, visit our website at www.siegelsolutions.com. You can also email us at info@siegelsolutions.com. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube for more of our tips and tricks videos.